This is KGW News at Sunrise.
It's hard to see this much stuff happening in this city. You know, it's just not. It's not the city that I once knew when I was a kid, that's for sure.
That is one man's reaction to the city's 22nd homicide this year. The details behind last night's deadly shooting outside a Southeast Portland strip club coming up in one of our top local stories.
Portland police have also arrested a woman they believe is connected to several burglaries in the area. We're going to hear from a local business owner who says he had tens of thousands of dollars worth of merchandise stolen from his store. Plus.
1, 2, 3.
Look at those feet go.
I know, loving the energy, loving the pink pants on this Tuesday. This morning, we are rocking out on Sunrise with some great musicians here to talk about this weekend's Black and Loud Music Festival. We're previewing the event. We'll let you know everything you need to know coming up in just a bit.
Good way to get our Tuesday morning started here on the Sunrise Show. What you don't know, what you can't tell from this shot, Chris McGinnis is also wearing pink pants this morning.
Wait a minute.
That's not a true story. That is not a pink tie.
Pink tie.
Yesterday was April Fool's Day. Come on now. Can't wait to hear the energy from that band, by the way.
That's coming
So
up
good.
at 5:45.
It'll be at, I think, either 15 or 45. I have to look.
We're coming up in a few minutes.
We are dialed in this morning, I promise.
You
I
put
am
me on
dialed
the
in
spot.
on a fantastic forecast, though. If you liked yesterday, I think you're going to find today to your liking as well. Let's give you the live look from our Wells Fargo sky camera. The moon is up. It's big. It's bright. Meaning it's clear once again, and it's 50 last check at PDX this morning. Temperatures across the Willamette Valley are a couple of degrees warmer this morning than they were yesterday at this time. We had a lot of 30s on the map yesterday. At this time, I don't see any right now. It's 45 Scappoose Battleground. Yesterday at this time, you were as low as 36 or 38. It's 43 right now. And as we slip southward into the valley, we've got mid-40s here. Dallas, Salem, Aurora checking in between 44 and 46 degrees. And the plan for today, lots of sun. And I need to bump, actually, that should be 68, not 58, 68 at noontime. And I've got a high temperature of 75 degrees later today. Enjoy it because our run of fantastic weather is about to come to an end. That arrives, and those changes arrive overnight tonight. I'll walk you through that with Futurecast in just a minute. Let's get you out the door. Live look at the roads right now in Tualatin. I-5 near the 205 interchange for some perspective. I-5 is down below. The commute moving from the right to the left. That's the northbound I-5 drive. That's in pretty good shape. The trip out of Gresham looks good. That's Interstate 84. And a quick check of the Interstate Bridge up on the Clark County side of things. We are rolling right along on the freeways on this Tuesday morning, guys.
Looking good out there. Thank you, Chris. New overnight this morning, Lincoln High School students and staff may notice something a little different at the school's stadium entrance after this car went crashing into a fence there. Our team in the newsroom heard the crash around midnight and saw a person leaving that car. We called 911 and were directed to the non-emergency line.
Next up here on Sunrise, a deadly shooting not far from Mall 205 that happened in the middle of the evening rush hour outside of a Southeast Portland strip club.
So at last check, police have not told us about any arrests in this case. And as Catherine Cook found, that's left a lot of people feeling anxious.
Shock and shell casings mark the scene of a Southeast Portland homicide investigation. Around 5:30 Monday night, police responded to the Venue Gentlemen's Club on Southeast 99th and Stark. There in the parking lot, they found one person dead and another with life-threatening injuries. Medics rushed the surviving victim to the hospital.
I'm just glad I wasn't here to witness it, but this is pretty shocking.
Gemini, that's her stage name, is a dancer here at the venue. She feels heartbroken and so many other emotions.
A little scared. The security guards are really nice there and stuff, but this... Oh, I'm terrified, honestly, a little scared about going back.
I drove by and I'm like, okay, there's another big incident.
Jeffrey Eastman doesn't live far from here, and he's worried. His perception of crime is backed up by police stats. That data, as tracked by KGW, show this is the 22nd homicide of the year in Portland. That's slightly up from this time last year.
It's hard to see this much stuff happening in this city. You know, it's just not. It's not the city that I once knew when I was a kid, that's for sure.
As homicide detectives piece together evidence, others, like Gemini, wait for answers and justice.
Catch the suspect, put him away. That would be lovely.
Again, that was Catherine Cook reporting for us this morning. Investigators haven't released the names of the victims yet, but they are asking for help with this case. So anyone with information should call Portland Police.
And right now, Portland police are also investigating a stabbing near Pioneer Courthouse Square. It happened shortly before 6 o'clock last night. Some streets around Southwest Park and Yamhill near Director Park were roped off with crime tape. At this point, it's not clear if anyone was seriously hurt or if anyone has been arrested. We've asked police for more information, but have not yet heard back. We'll have updates on air and online as soon as we know more.
Court documents have shed some more light on the man accused of stabbing and killing a fellow MaxTrain passenger last Friday. According to those documents, the suspect told police he was hearing voices that said the victim might kill him. 51-year-old Shondell Larkin, you see him there on your screen, pleaded not guilty in court yesterday. Police are calling last Friday's attack unprovoked. They arrested Larkin at the 82nd Avenue Transit Station in Northeast Portland. They say he was covered in blood when they got there and holding a butcher's knife. He's accused of stabbing the victim multiple times in the shoulder, the chest, and the stomach. We talked to some TriMet riders yesterday about this latest act of deadly violence on the Max.
Usually I feel pretty safe because they have those guys with the yellow jackets on, and that helps out a lot.
It's super unfortunate that, the Max is not a safe place.
Still gonna ride the Max, still gotta get around.
Security on Max isn't really the problem. I didn't know about the stabbing, but things like that do happen, particularly in metropolitan areas.
Larkin is going to stay in jail until his next court appearance. Police have still not identified the victim.
Portland police have arrested a woman they describe as a serial burglar who they say made off with more than $50,000 worth of stuff. Portland police arrested Virginia Kellison after a search warrant for an apartment on Southwest Barber Boulevard. Police say Kellison is connected to 4 burglaries off South Capitol Highway, 1 targeting a consignment shop and 3 different break-ins at a store selling games and comics. The game shop's owner says between $25,000 to $30,000 of merchandise was stolen from his store.
And I know that there are other businesses that lose that much in one event, but after 17 years, that's a pretty hard hit for us in just a span of about 10 weeks.
Investigators say Kellison is also suspected of burglarizing other businesses, including the Funky Monkey in Sherwood and others in Lake Oswego, Beaverton, Salem, McMinnville, and Southwest Washington. She faces several charges, including burglary, theft, and criminal mischief.
Multnomah County released a report about January's ice storm, identifying some areas that the county can improve on when it comes to dealing with severe winter weather, especially when it comes to shelters. The county was criticized for closing shelters too soon during that January weather.
We follow the National Weather Service, and the forecast we were hoping to see and expecting to see temperatures well into 40 degrees that day. And so when they get to 2 or 3 degrees above freezing, we just didn't see the melting of that ice.
Instead of following the National Weather Service, how about following Rod Hill and Chris McGinnis? I trust those sources. The county says it actually helped a record number of people find shelter during those January storms. Future recommendations include better planning to keep shelters staffed and open longer. That report also called for improvements to facilities because 2 shelters actually lost power during that weather.
Yeah, hopefully some positive changes come from that.
That was a big thing, right? I mean, the power outages, we had the wind, we had 3 or 4 different precipitation events, right? And each one of them brought ice and its own challenges to the areas. That was a rough week.
What I remember about that was you guys warned us that ice was coming. Like it would be a nasty situation because it wasn't going to be snow, it was going to be ice, and that's exactly what we got.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh wait, here comes another one.
Yep.
Oh wait, here comes another one, right? So it was kind of we were triple dipping into winter weather. Well, I'm happy to say we've got, never mind spring, we're going right to summer again today.
Today, yes.
Yeah, it's just a gorgeous forecast, starting off with a milder morning, I think, out there than what we had yesterday at this time. There's a live look, by the way, of the waning gibbous moon over downtown. This is our Wells Fargo sky camera. The fact that we can see it means that it's obviously clear outside. It's 50 at the airport. And again, temperatures across the region are a few to several degrees warmer right now than they were 24 hours ago. So case in point, Vancouver's at 46. Yesterday you were down to like 40, 42, 43. Scappoose is at 45. Battleground, you're in the 40s. Yesterday you were in the upper 30s at this time. And the big perspective across the state, Sun River, I remember distinctly, was 23 yesterday morning. At this time it's 30, right? So a lot of us waking up to temperatures that are significantly warmer right now than 24 hours ago. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to lead to a warmer afternoon for most of us. All of that said, as we look at the big perspective here, there's not much going on right here across the Northwest right now. But as we look offshore a few hundred miles, there's our next weather maker, a strong Pacific cool front powered by cold air out over the Gulf of Alaska is driving that front eastward, and that will be the difference maker coming in later tonight and for the remainder of our 7-day forecast. I'll show you that in a minute. For today, lunchtime temperatures should easily be in the low to mid 60s. In fact, if I wanted to stop this at noon because we see an abrupt warm up to about 66 or 68 here in Portland. But the point is, well into the 60s for the lunch hour, and we finish off the day in the mid 70s up and down the I-5 corridor. Easily one of the warmer days that we've had this year. Coming off of yesterday's 71. So yesterday 71 at PDX. Today we tack on 3-4 degrees up to about 75. East of the Cascades, mid 70s, widespread. Even at the coast, it should be a nice day at the coast, but the clouds are probably going to linger there a bit in the morning, and then it's kind of a wash as to how fast that next weather maker rolls in. And you see that on Futurecast. While most of the region is sunny, we have a little bit of a cloudy intrusion up the mouth of the Columbia, so like Cowlitz County getting up towards Longview and Kelso, you could see some clouds. And the coast is kind of in and out of the cloud cover this morning. The marine layer came in a little bit last night. It's going to be slow to erode, and at the same time, the next weather maker is coming in. So I don't know that we're going to see a lot of sun at the coast. Fast forward overnight tonight, rain moving in probably around midnight. Get a quick shot of that, and then behind that, abruptly lowering snow levels and much cooler weather with showers in the forecast Wednesday and Thursday. And when I say lowering snow levels, on my graphic here, I've got snow levels around 1,500 feet by late Wednesday night and Thursday. They could briefly get down to as low as 1,000 feet. I don't know that there'll be much moisture around, but the point is, if you've got travel to the beach expected on, say, Wednesday night or Thursday, you can encounter snow in the Coast Range, and certainly the Cascades get at least a fresh 2 to 6 inches, if not better. Rainfall Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will add up to the tune of, a few tenths to maybe a half an inch of rain in the I-5 corridor. So here you go. Don't look at this. Just focus on this. 75, mostly sunny today. Yes, we get a lot cooler with showers and kind of, the April showers here are going into our first weekend of April with temperatures running a little below average, mid 50s, I think, for Saturday and Sunday. Christine?
Okay, looking good. Thank you.